Welcome to Rauta's Censored Underground Tour episode, and I'll quickly explain why. But first, let's take a look at the bands of today. We have two bands from Finland, one from Sweden, all black metal and all released by Misantropia Records. First, we have a new band from Finland called Chymist. This is their first release, and this is a MCD with less than 30 minutes of music. Very much worth your money. Despite the length, because it's that good. Then we have Epäkristus Compilation, and this is with nudity warning. I'm actually censoring this cover because I got already warning about it and the video was removed. It's a compilation of this cult black metal act that never made to full album, but now all the demos plus some bonus material are put into one and the same compilation. Then we have Yritys from Finland, an Apostate MCD, which is a successor to their previous album a couple of years ago. Now, these are in alphabetical order, and then let's go from worst to best according to my opinion. Feel free to disagree and all that stuff. First, Sweden, Apostate. Four-man band Yritys, which can be translated either to attempt of just anything, or then corporation or whatever, like company. And here it is, a 5-track MCD, and it's picking from where the full album left off, meaning it's a little bit atypical black metal release with some unconventional ideas, like a little bit of a, I wouldn't call it surf rock, but for the sake of argument, that kind of leveled unusual ideas put into the world of black metal. Now, if there's one band that kind of reminds me of this, it's probably Life Lover. So while not totally like uplifting or just outright out of boundaries for terms of black metal, it is indeed quite of a unusual take of black metal. This time, however, the band has managed to put it more focused effort with this given stuff. So everything here is now, in my opinion, improved from the previous album. Still very much reminding of that. So if you like the previous album, you're gonna probably like this one. I'm just making a wild guess. You're gonna like this a little bit more. Now, despite of these minor changes, the band hasn't really lost their identity. So it still sounds like Yritys and nothing else. But like I mentioned, this is probably for the audience who enjoyed, Life Lover when it was active and all that stuff, but also somewhat different. It's still a little bit mixed bag of goodies, so I wouldn't recommend this to just everybody into Swedish black metal. It's one of the kind of a fringe take on that, but definitely worth a go if you like black metal in the first place and are not shy of something, say, more unusual. Then we have this censored band Epäkristus here. They were founded almost 20 years ago, and during those years they made 4 demos, and after that they did a couple of splits or collaboration releases, and then they ceased to exist. Now, I have never ever heard this first demo before until this compilation, but I have reviewed the other 3 demos back in the days for Imperium in written format, and I liked all of them. They are kind of a crude, grim black metal, and to be honest, it's not like the production is bad given that they're demos and all. So here you have full track listing for all of this material here, and then obviously the CD, and then the cover with some Finnish beauty on it. And then the final track listing on the backside of the layout, where you can see from which demos they are taken. Like first 5 tracks are here with the lineups differences and all, and then a couple of more to go with that. As a result, this is about 1 hour of music, getting grim, mid-tempo black metal and all. Now, the first demo is a little bit, kind of like figuring out what to do with their music and all, because it's like, partially a little bit death metallic with the given riffs, given ideas, and on the other hand, it's already showcasing some ideas, some pre-versions of what to come with the later demos. I wouldn't say the first demo is bad, but it's clearly not the same level as the 3 successing demos after that. So it's more like, okay, nice attempt, nice try, guys, but still figured out what you want to do. After the first demo, the band clearly kind of bumped up. They figured out how to make actual black metal without those unnecessary death metal elements, and all the riffs, production, vocals, everything is clearly better. They are pretty much the same level, but there are parts where you just like, this is the highlight ones and all that. Maybe the third demo is the best, but to be honest, all these 3 demos after the first one are really good, and as such, it's kind of guess worth owning if you want to hear the band and want to have it in a physical format. Then you have a couple of extra tracks which are not mandatory to have, but since they are nicely compiled here, I mean, why not? This is good stuff to get to know Epäkristus and listen to it properly. Unless you, of course, have the demo. And even if you have, I guess this is more convenient way to enjoy their music. I mean, it's a shame that they are not active anymore and all that. But, I mean, sometimes people get bored of certain bands and then they move on to find more bands and all that stuff. But if I got you interested, Misantropia is right there. And, of course, you can listen to it online. Then the best of the pile is also the newest band of the video here, the trio here, a Chymist with Opus 1 Nox. MCD, which is about 26-27 minutes or so. But if you put the CD in your player, you might see, what the hell, this is more than 35 minutes. There was a little bit of minor flaw, and as such, there is some extra silence in the ending. So, unfortunately, it's not a hidden bonus track or bonus material, but just a human error, so to say. But that doesn't mean anything, because what matters is that Chymist is here to deliver you some good proper black metal. It's basically leading on the standards of second wave black metal, but with nice grooviness, nice melodic parts and all that stuff. So while being far from the extreme of extreme, it's not like the most violent or most raw black metal out there. This is very, very well-balanced release with good production, good vocals, and all in all, I mean, the focus is right there. Usually I get to bitch about, a lot of first-timers, skipping the demo phase and doing the basic errors with their first release because, so many bands just skip the demo and start doing an album or MCD from the very beginning, and then the first release ends up sounding like a bad demo, and it's only the releases after that which are more honed and polished. But these guys have figured already what to do, and while the lineup is anonymous, I'm thinking these guys are way more experienced than what you could decide or figure out from when the band was founded maybe 2 years ago or whatever. So I would definitely recommend this one, especially if you're into bands like, say, Curse Upon a Prayer and what have you. So this is something that you should probably most likely follow. It's an interesting band already and creating their own style, even if there are lots of familiar elements with the given MCD. So put it behind your memory items in your head. I don't know what the word I'm looking for here. Anyway, put it in your list, start listening and figure it out. So definitely a nice selection by Misantropia Records, some of their best releases ever. So give it a go, give it a listen on all that stuff. You will find links provided in the description box. Off you go, bye bye.